In this video, we'll talk about the rise of disinformation, its implications, and its impact to influence society today. The implications of disinformation has become more commonly in society today. Disinformation is a form of untrue communication that is spread purposely and represented as the truth. It is not the same as misinformation, although it's commonly confused with it. Misinformation is an honest mistake due to a communicator having incorrect facts, whereas disinformation is to deliberately mislead its audience. In today's technology-driven era, the rise of social media platforms, the capability of remaining anonymous on the web, and the accessibility of creating contents have made it easy for the rise of disinformation. Let's look at the most common forms of disinformation and their impacts. We've all heard the word fake news by now. It is fabricated content presented as real news. It is often used with the intent to mislead society in order to damage a person's character, a government, or an organization. However, there is still a lot of misconception about the term itself. Why is it used? The organized groups orchestrating it, and the malicious intent behind it. In recent years, we have seen a rise of the impact of fake news during major political events for advantages, and we continue to do so. Let's take a look back at the political event that popularized the word fake news. The 2016 US presidential election. Popularized by then presidential candidate Donald Trump, where various groups and individuals orchestrated malicious stories to hurt the opposition's campaign. We saw headlines such as Pope Francis endorsing Trump and Clinton's link with ISIS. These headlines were published to try and hurt the campaign of Democratic candidate Hillary Clinton. In the months leading up to the United Kingdom's referendum of Brexit in 2016, there was an increased traffic of fake articles and ads showing up on people's social media, hoping to influence people to vote to leave the EU. Other examples of political campaigns affected by fake news have included the 2018 US midterm elections and the 2018 abortion referendum in Ireland. It is evident that these headlines were enough to influence people's opinion and contribute to sway the outcome of these political results. Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube have played a big role in the spread of fake news in society today. But fake news is not the only source of spreading disinformation. Cue in deepfake. Deepfake is another form of the spread of disinformation. Although the term is not as known as fake news, it is, if not more lethal when it comes to spreading disinformation, where its capabilities and ethical use has been put into question lately. The most known form of deepfake is deepfake video. So what is deepfake? They are forms of media that look and sound just like the real thing. They are produced by artificial intelligence technology that presents something that has never happened before. The technology uses a machine learning technique called a general adversarial network, for short known as GAN. These networks were invented in 2014 as a way to generate new types of data out of existing datasets. So how does this create a deepfake video? You have probably seen Nicolas Cage's face cut out in another person's body. The GAN can look at 1,000 pictures and then produce a completely new photo that approximates all those pictures without being an exact replica of any of the photos it has looked at. So the GAN has produced a photo that has not yet been taken. Similarly, the GAN can look at other forms of media, like videos, to create a brand new video that has never been filmed or an audio that has never been recorded. Film director Jordan Peele and BuzzFeed released a deepfake video to raise awareness about how realistic deepfake videos created by artificial intelligence are. Let's take a look at it.
Ben Carson is in the sunken place. Or, how about this? Simply, President Trump is a total and complete dipshit.
Now, can you tell that it's a deepfake? We conducted a research on how effective deepfake really is.
So, we showed this video to our classmates in NUIG to see how many were able to detect that this video was fake. Out of the 40 students that were shown the video, 90% of them didn't even question the authenticity of the video. After we revealed it was a deepfake video, the students watched the video for a second time. 63% of the students still couldn't tell that it was a deepfake video, making them incapable of spotting the fake video of that quality. Again, 63% of the students still couldn't tell that it was a deepfake video, making them incapable of spotting a fake video of that quality. This led to the students questioning whether the videos they watched online were real or fake. Even the existence of the technology can plant a seed of doubt in society. Deepfake leads to a rise in lack of trust. People now are unsure whether they can believe what they see is real or fake. The technology can create something fake, leading people to question everything they see, but it also gives rise to those who use deepfake as a scapegoat to cover wrongdoing. We must ask ourselves, what is scarier? A video that portrays something that never happened, or a video that portrays something that actually happened but wrote off as fake? Manipulation has existed before the rise in digital technology. Take photographic images and binding signatures, for example. They have long been manipulated and modified. But now that we face the digital era, we now must face the impacts of digital manipulation. So, let us look at the non-repudiation theory. This is the ability to prove whether something happened, like a financial transaction or a binding signature on a legal agreement. Its purpose is to prevent entities from claiming they didn't agree to something or sign a document to agree to something. Now it is both a legal and tech concern, and as technology advances, this can now be seen in court with regards to video evidence and an individual's inability to deny what appears to have been said. But what role does deepfake have here? Let's look at a hypothetical situation. For example, recent societal movements that have been in the public worldwide. We can see through examples how effective the existence of this technology is and its ability to distort the truth. First, let's look at the Me Too movement. This hashtag is known worldwide as a movement against sexual harassment and sexual assault. But how can deepfake now affect this movement? Take a victim of sexual abuse or harassment, for example, and there was a poor quality CCTV footage of the incident. Can the incident be manipulated in a way to say that the footage is indeed a deepfake? What about the long-standing movement of Black Lives Matter? The movement relates to the brutality of police in America towards African Americans. Now that deepfake exists, we can imagine the effect it can cause. The footage of examples of these incidents are often recorded on CCTV cameras, mobile phones, and body cams, leading to poor, grainy quality footage. Deepfake now allows those being accused to claim that the footage is deepfake or fake video to accuse. The existence of this technology has now given rise to the guilty becoming innocent and the innocent becoming guilty, and to society questioning if what they see is real or what they see is fake. So do we now face a world without truth? Today we must filter the fake. There are many techniques of detecting the authenticity of news and media. Let's look at how we can detect fake news first. The most reliable ways are to look at the common linguistic features across the source's stories. These features are the sentiment, the complexity, and the structure. When it comes to detecting deepfake, it's not as simple. Let's look at the most common method. This involves looking how the simulated faces blink, or don't in this case. Healthy adult humans blink somewhere between every 2 and 10 seconds. This is what would be normal to see in a video of a person talking, but this is not what happens in many deepfake videos. Researchers now use a detection technique with machine learning to examine eye opening and closing in videos, and whether this movement appears to be natural or not, to prove if this video is real or fake. But is this method reliable when it comes to evidence in court? Video evidence produced in court could easily be manipulated by any individual, so digital media expert forensics need to come out on top to avoid letting the guilty becoming innocent and the innocent becoming guilty. The technology is improving rapidly, however, and the competition between generating fake videos and detecting fake videos is extremely competitive and involves constant research and analysing to counteract each other.
So what have we learned from this? It is clear that disinformation can have implications and impact on society today. The magnitude of power disinformation has through fake news and deepfake videos is evident. As technology continues to advance within the realm of disinformation, it is also important in today's society that we must remain vigilant in detecting disinformation as quickly as it is generated.